EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Washington football team. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. First carry for Nick Chubb. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And a nice carry and a first down for Cleveland. A nice pickup there by Nick Chubb, who's a bright spot for this Cleveland offense. He finished 2nd in the league in rushing in 2019 with nearly 1,500 yards on the ground and got into the end zone 8 times. And how about this for durability? Has not missed a game in his NFL career. What a bounce back from a big-time knee injury while at the University of Georgia.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. Mayfield. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Mayfield throwing complete there to Hooper. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And he is going to have a Browns first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
To Nick Chubb.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards there and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them. Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Mayfield finding Beckham. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And there's a good catch by Odell Beckham Jr. And in 2019, even though it was one of the least productive seasons of his career, he was still a 1,000-yard receiver for the 5th time. Also caught the longest reception of his career as well. An 89-yard touchdown against the Jets on a Monday night. Explosive is Odell Beckham Jr.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from there.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. And he'll throw right away. And he'll find Hall. A gain of 6 there on first.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
1st down, Washington.
Haskins will throw. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
Washington.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 more there and another 1st down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins looking for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
To number 82. Touchdown, Washington.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, right? A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
The 30-yard line.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down, and he's got his man. That's Landry. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Mayfield on target to Landry for a Browns 1st down.
There's Jarvis Landry with a nice reception and pickup there. And when you say Pro Bowl, you better think Jarvis Landry. He's been selected to it every year since 2015. The only season he's missed is rookie year. And he is durable and tough. We talk about that all the time. How about this?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time. And you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
Now it's Haskins. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
He's checking. Cracks.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And he'll take a shot. He's got it at the 15. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Give them 32 on the play. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Montez Sweat. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Big yardage that time for Washington. 56 yards on the ground. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Touchdown.
Antonio Gibson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington has once again taken the lead. And that makes it 14-10.
Is good. Makes this Washington 14. Browns 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. These 2 teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here's Mayfield. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there.
Odell Beckham out of bounds at the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's go, boys, let's go.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
at the 47-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Mayfield on play action. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And they'll get this just to the... .47, 1-yard gain.
Donovan Peoples-Jones. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
Let's go. Hey, check my 50.
Mayfield to throw it. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Right back to him on first down. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Haskins. And that's complete to Gandy Golden. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
At the 24-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And again this time to the tailback. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Washington.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will finish off this third quarter of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
From the 35 on second down, Haskins connects here with a tight end, Jeremy Sprinkle. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Gain of 15.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
From midfield now, Haskins. He'll find Gandy Golden there, complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
10 yards.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 13-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And this is incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown.
Antonio Gibson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They'll turn the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Play fake. Mayfield. Over the middle to Beckham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver.
Now Mayfield lost the football, and it's Washington that scoops it up. The 20. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Throwing, Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Oh, that was dangerous. Throw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On 1st down, Gibson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's Haskins. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for Washington.
So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
First down, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Third down and 10.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham, and that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39-yard line. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Washington.
Antonio Gibson, 61 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them, because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and Hall not going to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. To throw, Mayfield. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
2-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. Hey, switch gears.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Reuben Foster picks it. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Love again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Mike 51, Mike 51. I'm coming.
And they take a knee. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Spoke Bo's the Mike. Mike spoke Bo. Here it comes, here it comes.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. Here's Tressway now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field defense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time.